Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
The government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They don't put also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answers. Face the issue on Kings FM. John Anthony April Godson Williams, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You never want to get sense so.
And face the issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah. DJ Nicky. I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in Kinja, horses money in single, parents crying for YFs. I thought they say we were enjoy 100 years back and forth. Jaros life didn't go up. Yahweh Suole betray the labor. They can't call over to finish give oh. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber oh. They sell the money in the bank and we are leaving oh. After the 100 days, last quarter be the quarter oh. But what on the tree will go? Waka oh, we die oh. Waka oh, what on the tree will go? Waka oh, we die oh. Waka oh, what on the tree will go? Waka oh, we die oh.
Now the first time in the country you will see I'm made to wrong. We're not talking plenty ego, we're not fighting them we're going. And when we're talking say the tip I got to win to all wrong. You can just be looking at all that to say sleeping monk, the men are pong. Expressing my feelings on the song, the 22 minute roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only want talking say we are coming a road. The people say from Ghana, the people say police for A, yellow machine from China, they come and say let no for A.
Yama, when I'm feeling for yeah. Joseph Boga been poor in Mexico.
What they get it made into SAP. What they get it made into SAP.
What on the tree will go? Waka oh, we die oh. Waka oh, what on the tree will go? Waka oh, we die oh.
Oh, we play the freedom of speech. Tell me why they sack people for MCC. With the freedom of speech. When you thought you get the comment like Saki.
We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, rescue vision, part of fake impression. They get a job and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's that party seen the asking when the tune will go? But how the tune will go when the driver is old? We been sitting in the tune, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny thing they make all do back give up. But who think on the budget?
Like they see me and I think of CPP document.
The also said it like Dylan and young people property. What Uncle Prison Jerry praying for Baga the rapping. The country pie on us so we can understand it. See how the people crying.
The party today hosted a SCAN fundraising rally named and styled UP Homecoming Program. It follows the party's declared nationwide fundraising campaign to build a modernized party headquarters in Monrovia and new offices across the country in Liberia. From rough estimates, the program was held with approximately 2,000 to 3,000 people in attendance. Of that number, allegations abound that hundreds of thousands of US dollars might have been used to pay hungry citizens to turn out. Citizens made hungry by the worsening economic conditions Buaka's corruption process has created for the country. But behind the music, speeches, and decorations at today's program lies a troubling reality. Credible evidence shows that public money was funneled into this political partisan pipeline. What they call fundraising increasingly looks like a coordinated raid on the national treasury. While millions of Liberians battle hunger, disease, and a collapsing healthcare system, this government of President Joseph Boakai is obsessed with extravagance. Private jets, multi-million-dollar villas, celebrations funded by resources meant to save lives have been redirected and rerouted to the benefit of the oligarchs and state actors. The contrast is offensive, and the anger in the streets, the counties, and districts is justified. And the allegations keep piling up. We are now hearing that 3.2 million US dollars has already been stolen and will be used to build the United Party's Monrovia headquarters. And 20 million US dollars more has been set aside to build county offices. Meanwhile, despite a stand press release that was published calling on President Boakai to withdraw senior government officials from fundraising committees, the same publicly announced officials were defiantly maintained and are now falsely claiming to be operating within the confines of the Code of Conduct.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trigger-happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Boakai himself, spurred into actions. There was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Boakai has repeatedly expressed to to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, they made the chairs of their partisans. They failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we admit these are difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Boubacar are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember, the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better homeland for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure, they come say even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You're imbalance.
If I were president of this country, I should God show you his wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're not footballer.
Yeah.
A football developed country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What will the board do for him? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the millions man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Me.
Connections there, you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. No heat, no tea.
When he was 12 years older early, Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in the garage for 12 years, according to Boubacar himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Uh-huh.
all African leaders, they need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
He does not have that contact. The standards set a trap for Brecker.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their funding and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Budget to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Brecker come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way, Brecker, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow. All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. But when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Brecker benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with that.
You're right. He
benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving our brother for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of old man, and he wants to persecute us. He's not going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Get 5,000, go look for lawyer. It was from Kun office, my own son office that I went and signed a resolution. I remember saying them, why y'all did this? You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So signing the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Brecker send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move.
Yeah. When we were there, the Bouaka, we used to go to him, even fee Bouaka because of his title. Make it comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing? You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Sawyer time, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor time, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, tenant position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we're in opposition. Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree, and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest, and we protest. We went to Ellen, and she understood that.
She came on the table and we
have
talked.
seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the Unity Party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Bouaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and aid will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, Your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
Rape cases in 2024. May we take a moment of silence. A moment of silence. Every day in 2024, now women and children were raped. That is the average daily incidence of rape cases in 2024. According to the Nigerian Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection, 2,759 rape cases. Is that not a genuine reason we are here for? Yeah. And an important reason we are here for? Yeah. We also remember the survivor of the King George massacre. As they are now Liberians, they were killed and shot in Cape Mount County. We should remember them. So we are here to present Manda. We are here to present the official petition to the people of Liberia. And we expect the government to get this petition from us. We, the suffering masses of Liberia, petition our government.
I want to say hats up to all of you wherever you are. We are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here together. I want to thank all of you wherever you are, closer, farther. We are very grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here together doing what we can for our country. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. We are fighting, though. The battle is on. The heat is on. Sometimes at God's own appropriate time, you will know how God intends to fight this battle. All you need to do, put yourself in battle readiness. That's just all. God will do the rest. God does not. You just have to muster the courage. Start something, do something, contemplate something, so that God can use that thought or whatever it is, so that he can execute his plans. God knew people like David and what they were capable of doing. Now, what David, small boy, was able to kill Goliath because there was something within him that God could use. Yeah. So, and I get to you shortly. Let me get on this quickly. No, always just muster the courage and get a feeling of wanting to do something that I think that God can look at. Yeah. And then God taps into that thought process. That feeling is what God taps into. But if you say reluctant, nothing, God don't use feeble-minded people. No. God looks at you and says, look, this man is ambitious. He wants to achieve something. He wants to do this. He wants to do X, Y, Z. Yeah. So when you see it like that, then you know what's up. We are certainly getting there and how it works. Right? So don't worry. Things are falling in place. But before they fall in place, they must fall apart. Before they fall in place, those things, yeah. We think, you know. we are certainly getting there, and I appreciate you people for the level of support that you continue to give. On a much more serious note, God is God, and anybody who lives in God, God lives in you. You see, people like us, the person that keeps carrying us is God. God is the one that keeps carrying us. We are not moved by what people think. And none of you, or whatever it is you may think yourself, you think you know God better than me. Yeah, no. So just serve your God and do what you can for your God and take it to yourself. I'm going to take it. I know God is using me for a purpose. God can use anybody. God can use you. God can use me. God can whatever. So take it any way you want to take it. But one thing I know is you can know God is blessing someone based upon what they do, how they do, what they do. You can know that. So, and we think with God, all things are possible. You know, some of the appearances we make out there, people look at us and say, hey, the guy that is stealing the money, Joe, we are giving him money. That's why you see, you be talking like that. Look at the car. Look at it. You see the bunch of people, they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe that they have that independence within themselves. If somebody looks at you in that manner and says that, it's just self-defeating comment. Yeah, it is just self-defeating. You can just be self-defeating. You just denigrate yourself. By you telling me that I'm not able to be independent or stand for a cause by myself and sacrificing for myself for a cause. Yeah, you can see it clearly that you are just a confused person. Yeah, you're just self-defeating that you know that you can be. And I'm human like you can be like me. What a big deal about that. You can be. It's not anything big that you got to be hitting your head on, passing around, doing all kinds of things. With God, like I told you, all things are possible. Yeah. Yeah, all things are possible. So with God, all things are possible. You can get it and you can make it. And we'll always tell you people things that we know about. And we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything that He continues to share with us. And God is trying to help us in every way. You know, you may not understand it, but He's helping you. It may be tough times that you are going through at the moment as we speak, but forget about it. And we think God will continue to help us all in all that we do. So we are getting there. We are getting there. With God, all things are possible. So I just told somebody that, and they don't believe that with God, all things are possible. But with God, yes, certainly all things are possible. And we are certainly getting there. And God will take us through in all. So, how you doing? Oh, I haven't come on roster yet. Plenty students are kind of class. I saw Jimmy J jumping around. you know, there are some noisy students now. They join the street to call. No, I ain't class today. Can you be reporting yourself? Some of you again, you know, say whether you can come to class late. That you can be reporting yourself. You just jump in class straight. Start talking about in class today now. I on time today. Do I already know that you can come to class late? That you can just be reporting yourself because some of you again even forget about the roster and all are throw it away. I can forget about it. Students who are making to class on campus. Let me not say to class because the class officially opens at 8 o'clock, right? But Susan Soiree came to class, came on the campus. Yeah. Susan Soiree came on campus at 7:44. Not in class because the class officially opens at 8. But Susan Soiree was on campus. Now the people who don't want to work home, they can be telling their parents and say the teacher coming go crazy today. So they can leave their job in home just to run on campus, just to be passing around. That's all. Susan is one of those students. And they can't want to work home. And that's what they can be doing. You know, I remember the technique and we all know it. So now you tell your parents and say the teacher and say, we'll go soon today. They will leave their jobs undone and they are there flying, going on campus because they want to go rest. But just what they can do. Susan is a corporate. She just did that. I capture her good time. Why would you want to come on campus 7:44 when the class is starting at 8? Or the distance long for you, or the traffic. Yeah, there could be other online reasons for which you want to come to school on time because maybe the traffic. Yeah, the traffic on the road may either deprive you from coming to, or getting in class on time, right? Yeah, so the traffic can be some kind of way too. So I understand that. All right, no problem. So Susan, but equally so, your name resembles somebody who left running away from job. So you keep on for early to tell the people they say you got to school, but you don't school. Okay, no problem. Vinicius Bar this time came on class, and I came in class. Julie Z. Kennedy. Yeah, wow. Man, what ability. All of them are running the class. Rose Boley, Gladys Bennings, Yema. We have Alexa Moba and Boema Kadi. We have Royal Always Va. No Su Boys, More Than Palm Butter. Hey, all of them Musu Yango. And Councilor Trokon G. Sirari, and I came to class 802. Then Matilda Stevens 802, and Samson Kerry 802 as well. Then Fatu Sharif also came to class. I'm great, Fatu. Roland Frazier, the 802 people. They're not easy. Boema Obento Kari. And we come on to Philip Kra and 803. So I shares that with Lucia Lake. And how you doing? We have Numan T. Yanti, Joseph Kwekwe Panel, 803 as well. Perry Slubert is also here. Andrew Weir and Seyedi Saya, also 803. The plenty. And Golu Luo is also your Roof Pine. We imagine. Josephus J. and Cry T. And Emmanuel Nimle. The 803 students are plenty, more than the 801. And in the 802. 801 are much. And Myers Zawe. Oli Wilson. Yeah, plenty. Okay, 804 na kana. 804 that Yezo Clinton and Kimbasa Dayu and Barclay Yankun. Yeah, Yankun. Barclay Yankun and Darlington Dennis and K4G and Gabriel West. What's up? Charles Robson Bagre. And Samuel M. Allison is also Nina Quer, 804. What's up, darling? I hope you're doing so great. Merry Christmas to you as well. Emmanuel Jansson is also in class. Charles M. Dolo Piabo. Yeah. UJ Wonwe is also here, 805. Felix D. Jackson. Jerome Believer Wisa Jr. Christian Phobe. Morrison, Mia Rizio Carr, Jeremiah Flomo Topa, Labla, Dominic B. Walker, and Emirates Achi Jutumu Johnson. Morrison, Mozibo Kake, I did call that. J. He said today I want time. Look at him. But I would have on time, 806. Emmanuel P. Gobe, what's up? And Alfred Maido, Agatha Glasgow. And Yasa Izeze, Cecilia Logan, Asata M. Miller, and we also have William Cole and Achibo N. Beer. Morrison, okay, I did call Morrison's name. Cecilia, I did call Cecily's name. And Rose, I did call Rose. No, I'm just calling. Okay, Rose Favor Waters. How you doing? I hope you're doing so great as well, Matista. And Anna Taylor, what's up? Are you and darling mother? I hope you're doing so great. Joe Patton is also in class. And Linda Morris joins in. William Hoff also joins in as well. Mohammed P. Dudu Jr. joins in. Emmanuel Brock comes in with great deal of writings here. And says here, Gwilyn, Antonia Law, Abraham Gosson William, a.k.a. Teacher Light. And my fellow viewers, as always, on this Thursday, December 11, 2025. I'm watching today's Face the Issues in Minnesota, the USA. Thank you, my brother. John Sabio Boema also comes to class at 808. Jerry Newman. Then we have Neil Myers Snare, who joins alongside David Yinkan, Emmanuel T. Kise, and Kise. Opi O'Neill Johnson, I like that. Joining from Dole Community. Doris D. Cooper Pupo. All right. And thanks so much for the commendation. We appreciate that. Philip Tuatkra. Yeah, Tukra. We have Mohammed. Okay, I did call Mohammed's name. Mantonia's son. How you doing? And Lazarus Kahonore. All right. I think it's all joined number. Joe Cooper. He's there. I'm in class now. Wednesday class. You nearly got late. Cruz 1OK. And Johnny Depp. If any student here who's a civil servant and you don't want me to call your name before they take you from job, just say, AB, don't call my name. Because when you come to class, you know the point, you know the party people that they're sending people in these school then to say, anybody who attends Abraham Williams lecture series, you'll just get their name or we'll take them from job. I know for sure that is the case. They can do that, right? Yeah, I know them for sure. Mike P. Camara is also here. Then at 8:10, 8:10 people, they are here. And Ifenetus Mas Gadi, yeah. Edwin UC Brown Jr. and Twin what? Wow. No, I'm not going to twin. I'll stop at Edwin UC Brown Jr. All right, from SD Cooper Road, Belek Town. How you doing? There where we stop with 8 to 10 people. 10 minutes after 8, you are not going to be accorded roster, and you're not going to be placed on our roster, but you're going to be part of the class. So that's it. So we are very happy, and thanks so much for coming to class as well. But just that you're not going to be captured by the attendance of the day. And our up-down student as well, we recognize all of you. All of you, you're present in class. Yeah. So our record will always allow you people to move on. All the offline students, we appreciate you all. Thank you for being there. How you doing? How's everything? How is Liberia? You know the money being how until Israel and myself were just having some chit chat. You know, sometimes we just sit down and just observe the day. We are at a street point here. That is where we assess and understand if the market is flowing and people are so forth. So Israel then can spend most of the days here. In fact, he's the manager of this place. So they spend most of the time here. So when I come like that, I will ask him question. Israel, how was the market business in this place? So Israel now begin to give me analysis because he's a host. When I mean Israel as a host, Israel had been here with King's FM since they moved here. So he knows exactly how the streets had been here. And when we say Christmas time, he know. When Christmas time is drawing near, now we've gone December 11. December 11. Before December 15, we've gone December 11, December 15. Okay, December 11, December 15. We are certainly getting there, and you can see that people will start gravitating. And now, when the civil servants, you will see maybe lately into December, but parents can start too soon because they believe that the rush hour time things can be expensive. As about time like this, people just bring in goods and so forth here and there. People want to participate. So the early shopping can be something that parents want to do. Yeah, you don't want to do it late because that time goods may be running dry or so forth here and there. You don't want it like that. So people will rush to just get the fast and of course the best of because that's when you get the best products. And right, the goods and things, and that's when you get it. So we do the early things. That's when you get to know. So he was saying that the community or the area, they're not looking too correct. So the streets are empty, right? It is buyers, it is sellers selling to sellers now. You don't have buyers buying from sellers. Sellers selling to sellers. That's how they do it. So sellers selling to sellers, that's what it is. So you get ready, you say to your friend, and that is what it is. But again, if you don't have as a seller, how do you buy from your fellow seller? So it's difficult. That's why you see the country is very tough. Even civil servants are not getting full what they ought to get. So it's quite challenging for them. But one thing he said, which is very funny, but very serious, he said, during the season era, you could see 3, 4, 5, these street preachers. These street preachers will come around. These street preachers will come around and you will see them. You will see other men preaching right here. And you just go a few steps, maybe 1 mile, you will see another pastor preaching there, and then they're collecting from people in the streets. And you'll see the people who sell in the streets, some of them don't have the time to go to church or regular service time. So they take advantage to thank God for the level of provisions, indeed, that they enjoy. The kind of way God has been able to bless their businesses. Yeah. So that is what they do all of the time. So they will always want to pay their offerings, their tithe and things to these pastors. So the scarcity of the pastors in the streets nowadays, it tells you that that business is no longer running as well because you don't have too many of these people who are raising the revenue to pay their tithe and pay offerings. So the pastors themselves are not getting too much in the streets anymore. If you see, street preaching has now reduced because you don't find people giving you money anymore as pastors who preaching in the street. So if some of you You know, and if you look at some of you, if you were to go in the street and then maybe you want to preach, and those are the one then again say they carry their plastic or whatever it is, you know. So you will find most of those things happening, especially in the context in which they happen. Yeah, you always find it like that. So the streets are there, and we think that the country is running, whichever way it is running, and we are here to dig deep into what these people are doing, the lies they are going on with, what is catching up with them, the things that are catching up with them. So those are things that are always there, and we will try to look at that. But again, things are tough. Actually, things are tough, and I can understand. Sometimes you don't want to say in a way that you are laughing at people. No, you don't want to. But while it is true that things are tough, there are witchcrafts who will always tell you that things are not tough, because they prefer you to be at their level. And I told you about witchcrafts, what they do. Have you gone in the villages and towns? Have you seen a filthy looking person? For them, they believe that in as much as you can come at their level, they don't have time. Because these are people that don't believe in development. They don't believe in progress. They don't believe in it. Once they can bring you down to their level, life is okay. They are not fighting to even catch up with you because they know that they can't. All they know, you should come down. So in the villages and towns, what they are doing, they are even eating their own children. That's the witchcraft attitude. They are eating their own children. Then when they see their friends and children growing up and then bringing things for them in the villages and towns and so forth here and there, what they do is that they bring those people down. Because they just want for you and them to be at the same level. You must sit down the same mat and cry. They can be looking so dirty, rusty, filthy. And you can see, you ask them, say the question, they say they are rich in a witchcraft world. That's how some of these Unity Party people are. For them, they are happy that things are legit, because some of you that were growing up with your businesses, you were doing your things here and there, now you are coming down and suffering. They are happy that you are suffering. So if you think some of them will acknowledge the suffering aloud, some of them, they were born to suffer, they were born to be useless, and that's how useless they are. So as a result, they will always feel happy that you are at their level, so that you have no reason to make them to feel bad about themselves. That's just how these Unity Party people are. So some of them will even come on our shows. You hear them saying things like they want to. These are the nasty, dirty people. Then you see nothing sound inside them. You check the places that they're sleeping, where they are, nothing they have for themselves. That they will always be there. But some of you who care about development, some of you who care about growth, who are from the Unity Party but care about growth and development, you will always come up and then you say, look, for me, I believe in development. It is not what I voted for. I was not voting because I wanted for Koji then to come down or the other person to come down so that they will come on level. No, I wanted to see my life. Even if they came down, I want to see my life to develop. I want to see my life. I want to see progress. Check some of them. Do you know that some of them that can be commenting on Facebook? I traced one of them. I went to the place he's sleeping. Say, I look at him for long and say, look at the kind of dirt that can be spilling out dirt. The kind of dirt that you look at, say, you see real dirt inside him. Big man, I'm talking about small boy. I said, big man dirt. You see dirt inside him. Then you ask him question, why would such a person be doing such a thing? But because of human decency, I couldn't take his picture and where he was at the time to post it. I couldn't do that. That the kind of people that's why you see I don't respond to people on Facebook, because some of the people that you can be responding to, they are people whom you and they're not even at the same level. No, I don't. I don't get time to come be responding to children. Yeah, one that can't even they don't even know how to organize themselves. That kind of people. So I don't respond to them. They just come, just throw trash because they are already trash. Only trash can throw trash. So they will just come with trash because they are trash. They will come and throw trash. That's just trash. So I'm not carried away by that. The only thing is I'm happy that what I do is pinning them and is making their supper, their dinner, their lunch, their breakfast. I can frustrate them until they can get fat. They're getting dry by the day. Because soon as they see anything about AB, boom, inside them. They will just get it. I will put bad feeling inside you every day, and I'm happy at doing that. Because you don't deserve good feeling. You are hurting this country. And instead of you admitting it, and some of you graduating from there and try to repent, you are not doing it. You are continuously hurting this country. So God is using me to make you to look restless. And that's just what I'm doing. I'm happy about that. That mission is fair. Every time I get ready, I will put something inside you. You will get ready, you get people, you because you that energy I want for you to put to bed. You yet nothing I can post, I can care about why you say I'm gone by my business. That you be doing all kinds of things in there. I can deal with your good. So we are certainly getting there, and with God, all things are possible. And let one of the idiots there, one William Mason, very big, stupid, useless human being. I hear one day looking at me now. Let me just tell you, some of the useless when he's getting me, his children. I don't know whether he has children, but they kind of man, he's very useless. You can see that they are very useless. You can see the kind of big man. He comes on with his brain so much inside. Then he comes, he wants to write. That they kind of put there, me looking at so hungry human being. Have you seen the kind of human being that can live with me? That the kind of human being, big man like they can live with me. He even think about his own future. That he the one can be doing like that. That the kind of human being that can become a big man like this. So you can have you seen them, and I know them. I know them when they come. We know them, right? Yeah, we know how to deal with them. I will be able to feel nasty about yourself. Yeah. So we are here. Thank you so much. We are in class. Let me get to class. This is Teacher Pepe. Some people were saying that they want to transition me from Teacher Light to Teacher Pepe. Because as we are going, how will be called? Then some people say they want to call it Teacher Fire for Fire. But we don't reach to the Fire for Fire level, yo. Every level I reach to is earned. I haven't reached that level yet. You don't put me there yet. I haven't come to Teacher Pepe yet. When I come to Teacher Pepe, you will know. You will call me Teacher Pepe. But for now, let's keep calling me Teacher Light. Because we are throwing light on what the Unity Party people claim. They claimed at the time, the darkness that they use, they came to power under the cover of darkness. Now we are providing light on our darkness until we are rendering them naked. They came to power very naked, but you didn't know because that darkness now you don't know how naked they were. So now we are dealing with them, right? So we'll deal with them accordingly, and when we finish with them at stage by stage. So we'll get to the Teacher Pepe level. Then from Teacher Pepe, then maybe that one part y'all can be determine that one and there. But let's deal with the Teacher Life for now. Yeah. So we are dealing with that one for now. You know, we are my student again already fire there. Then I go call one person. The student very terrible. Now what can be telling these people? That other lady that came and called George Riani, the way they dealt with she and Yomdi Kanga Lawrence, she vanished. She ever regretted whenever she ever knew that George Riani could come from her mouth. Because the kind of people that descended on her, it was too terrible for she and Yomdi Kanga Lawrence. It was almost like a battle and war that was declared against woman. Yeah, it was too nasty. Then I told Lester Tenney, I said, the day you open out your mouth again, all the things I have piled up for you, I will put it also, and I will sustain it, Lester. I will be putting it, I will combine you and Joseph Boakai together now. I will be putting it. So just keep yourself. You know you're very promiscuous. All your records, I have everything already. So somebody told Lester Tenney. You know, when I post some of my things, they can say, oh, Lester Tenney, you can bet all your opponents that you can what going here there. I bet them to say they're coming for AB. I will bash them. Good day. Because there is nothing they have on me. I have records on them. All of them. Look. This life that we are living, not one woman born crazy child. The only reason you see people are decent on the other side because they decided to follow a decent leader. That's why you see these seditions, they are like this. And that's what I appreciate. I told you I'm not a sedition. But these are the people. The Joseph Boakai people, they are very rude. They are very arrogant. They are rude. They are useless. They are upbringing very terrible. Some of them, they departed away from good upbringings of their parents. So they are on their own. So we don't want to blame their parents for that. No, we don't want to put it on the parents. They are some children, they come from good homes. But the moment they part away from their parents, they are done forever. They are now useless to society. Societal disapproval is very high for them now. But their parents train them in a better way, but again. And so we are certainly getting there. So we're just looking at them. You better go on and leave people's names and be all gonna trash all the time. You better go on. Because we are here to deal with your economy. Folks, let me tell you something before we get to why we are here. If anyone ever thinks, from what we have seen so far, the scare tactics that they are using, this morning, Moma Molu's office got burned. I want to say got burned. This time, Because that office, when even passing in the night, how many power something that you will see down there? The fire service went there, right? They themselves, they know. They will discover something there around there. It was an out of action. They burned Mobile Molu's office to put fear in him. Then somebody calls me and say, "Hey, worry about you. Oh. They want to put a target people, they want to burn people." I say, let them burn it. They want to burn the house, let them burn it. Let them burn it. I don't have time for Joseph Boga and his people. Anything they want to do, let them do it. But it will not make me scared. For the day, if I'm alive, I don't care about that property I will care about. For the day I decided to do this job, I just sign on like a military person, because the moment you are entering the military, yeah, my full best friend, we were all in the New Georgia Gulf together. We used to be struggling together. They call him Kokoro Flomo. I think he resigned and he left the military now. When I met myself, we're in one small room in New Georgia Gulf. When he told me he was now going for training to go join the military, I started crying straight. Though I was crying that he was parting way with me, but I was more thinking about how he was now going to join the military and go on battlefield so that he would die. I cried. But still, he had no way he had to go. And he left me and went. Right? So it's like a military man, you are preparing yourself to say, look, you're going to give your life for your country. The moment you decide to sign on to say, look, I am ready for the battle, and your life is no longer an issue, you are already giving up. You can be a military man and you say you care about your life the most because you are now ready to go defend. You got to put your life on the line for other people's lives to be protected. That is what military is all about. When you join in the AFL, just know that you are going to sign on and give away your life for other people's life. That's the only profession that is almost like Jesus Christ's mission. Jesus Christ came to and gave his life for the sake of you and myself. In the military, the moment you say you're going to join soldier, and you say you this, you are now going on the battlefront to go fight to save other people's lives. You are putting your life on the line to go save other people's lives. That the only field that I see that you can compare with Jesus Christ thing. Even a pastor that can be passing around, they can compare themselves with that thing. The only field that I see that when you enter into that your life, you put it on the line for other people's lives, to protect other people, to defend. In fact, that is what it's all about, defending other people's lives. Not your own life. Oh. So you are going on the battlefield to fight, to defend, not your own life, because you already exposed your own life. You're going to die. So if you don't die, that's it. But you are going to defend and protect other people's lives. That's the only field I see. The military. So some of us who are advocates, we also do that. We also do that. We decide to say, look, we know this thing that we are going to, they will target us. They will target us. They will want to insult us. It's not an issue now. Whatever anybody wants to say about me, that's it. I know I will be targeted. I'm aware of it. I know I will be lied on. I'm aware of that. So I know everything about it. So if you think that property they want to go burn because I said my house better than Joseph Boga, why they want to go, why they call it, that's their business. Let them go after it. I don't get time for that one. Anything they want to do, let them do it. We are ready for this. We have signed on for this. So we are here. And to you. You think I was going to change because Joseph Boga in power? I beg you, yeah. And I say my mom used to be sharp because CDC was in power. That's why my mom used to be sharp. Joseph Boga in power now. We're going 2 years now. We're here. Yeah, that's why it is. People may not understand it. Whether you like it or not, you want to go up, you want to come down, it's up to all of you. I don't have time for that. But we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. We sign on for this. So Mama Molu branding is placed here and there. All the things that people tell me, say, they put that they will not leave power. They put that they will not leave power. They will leave power. They will leave power. They like it, they sell abroad to America. They will leave power. Joseph Boga like it, he take a bare room and go lay down in the U.S. embassy and be sleeping there and then coming to work. He will still leave power. Joseph Boga like it, anything he wants to do, let him do it. He will still leave power. This country, okay, you will still leave power Let me yet tell you that you will still leave power. Let me ask you a question. Let me tell you something that maybe you don't know, for which I say Joseph Boakai will still leave power. You think that NCDDRR, they say National Commission of Disarmament, Demobilization, and Rehabilitation, I don't know, reconstruction or something like that. That NCDDRR program that they brought to take guns from people, whatever it is, and then try to demobilize them, whatever. You think that everybody went through that program? Who fought war that went through that program? No. In fact, that program, at a certain point in time, it was on sale. I remember my little brother and myself, Samson, we had to go to Ominga. That time they were having it there. Well, when you carry on, we had to go there to even buy some arm for some guys so that we use their cat and thing then so that we could go disarm and thing. It didn't work for us that time. Because we wanted a scholarship. We wanted to go to school. My little brother and myself, Samson, we wanted to go to school at that time. Ominga, I said we went there, standing in the line. We went there looking for gun and things so that we'll have it, so that we'll... So there were people who fought war. They are not, I'm telling you, they are not demobilized. They were never disarmed. They were never demobilized. They sold their slots to people who went to those schools. And they are still in this country. Why you think anger has come in the land now to the extent that people just brutal? Have you read the sense that people just brutal something that are happening? You don't even imagine that human being will look at human being and want to treat human being like that. Even the very thing some of the United Party people are doing is warlike behavior, where you will not value your friend human. The same thing that used to happen during the course of the war is the same thing that happening. You think the United Party alone that they don't want to get hurt? You think that they don't want to get hurt? That thing that you can see police people, they go, they kill the woman children, they kill the woman's son, they lie on the guy. They lie on the guy. They say the guy decided to attack the police. They shot that guy. They kill him for nothing today. The man body ratting, the passing around telling the family, say, oh yeah, we lie as police. You think that heart that they get for which they do that, you think they get thousands of people who get a heart? They are here. Those of you who can pray, just keep praying for this country. But I can tell you for sure, the way Joseph Boakai and his people proceeding, there are people in this country who did not look. They never disarmed them. They never demobilized them. No rehabilitation took place. They are just who they are. People that are born naked, and you think the kind of behavior that in born naked. Was he disarmed? Was he demobilized? Oh, you don't think they have born naked kind in this country? Oh, you don't know? Try it. You will get to know certain people in this country when the right time reaches. Joseph Boakai let him put people in the police force and go train them in the barracks. Women will stand up to him, not even men, but women will stand up in arms. Your arm could be anything, absolutely. The day the people give up and say enough is actually enough. Joseph Boakai, you will not see a group to attack. Because when you see a group, then you will be able to continue, right? You will not see a group to attack. You will not see group. So I don't know. You're better govern. You're better govern and stop targeting people. You're better govern and stop targeting people. The anger in the land is growing, and we are now on time bomb. It's just a matter of time. Some men of God and who get relationship with God, they are seeing it every day. Some people who get relationship with God, God showing it to them every day. If you think that, oh, we didn't do that one, I see somebody telling me, say, oh, they put and try everything at work. So as a result, they will come and then they can't make an election. Waiting Sean or waiting Sean, they will wait. Election? You sure about that? I want you to compare Liberia with other countries. Cameroon, they ever fought war before you say Paul Biya then succeeding there. Look at those countries then that the opponents succeeding like that. They ever fought war. We fought war. We are here. We fought war. We are here. We haven't gone far from war yet. But just 2023. 2003, right? 2023, right? So 2003, right? And 2003 to 2013, then 2023 or so forth. You see, we play with Anna. So your thing will far. The mentality is still there. People have it. Whether you're lucky or not, if you think you're contemplating, you're lucky, you're go train. How many security personnel you go train them? You go train them anyway. One thing I love about the Unity Party people, you're stealing the money and building properties as well, right? The very people who helping you to get routine and will tell us where the properties are and who owns it. We will have that. You're vulnerable in the community. They are sitting there, you're acting like you're some people. You get in, we don't know where you people live. You're vulnerable in the community. You want to be attacking other people that attacking what you want to bring. I haven't gone anywhere yet, though. I got problem with anything. You want to go for that, whatever, go for it, but your people just know that you are very much vulnerable already in the communities. The places that we can see you. You're in a community, you're in our hands, you're on our laps, that the players sitting. You're not going anywhere. We see you in the streets. I said when the real time reaches, Baka will not find group that you will continue. He will not see group. Baka, all right. Keep doing what you are doing and don't govern. Keep doing what you are doing and don't govern. We are warning you people that you got to govern. For some of us, we don't believe in your politics. We just want an opportunity so that we go study or do what our field of studies we try to execute it. That's all we're here for. We don't get time for your politics. I'm here for government jobs. Maybe in the future, but my whole thing and thinking not about government job or whatever it is. No, that's not what I'm in it for. I'm in it for the sake of the ordinary people out there. I don't have it to give it to them. I don't have it to give it to them. So you keep doing what you're doing. If you think born again and brain and stay ratting, they still get other people out there who brains are still ratting. Or they're using to go brain capital building here and there. They get people who brain and stay ratting. I can tell you several other men around this town whom I know. They are battle tested. They know exactly where their conditions are. They don't even want to see it anymore. And any opportunity that will be given, everybody will scatter. But I don't try it. You will not be able to run to Sierra Leone. Don't try it. If you think that what it is, try it. Don't govern. Your old weak set are looking like that, you will faint. The day it really happens, you will really faint. I am telling you this. I saw information minister today talking about how nobody will protest at Executive Mansion ground. You, Beremedia PNN, are cooking food on Executive Mansion ground. Although we are administration, that today, you see the president quarters, that where the president is, nobody's supposed to go there. So there will be tight security. Whether anybody want to protest, they want to do this here and there, there will be tight security. Nobody should go to Executive Mansion ground. You're cooked on Executive Mansion ground. We are allowed you people. We are allowed you people. You're protested on the grounds of the Executive Mansion. Whether you like it or not, you're dated. The records are there. We have the videos. That today you're sitting down thinking that about somebody going to protest to areas where they will be seen and they can get their message. Where do they go to meet their people? The great United States of America. When you go to the White House, there's a place there that is just there for protest. The president house, the White House. I'm telling you, the White House. You all who come from America and think I tell you, you can't come to the Executive Mansion ground that no go soon here and there. At the White House, there is a ground there for protest. Because you want to send a message. You want for your president to see you. When the Black Lives Matter movement decided to march on, the president was forced to go and meet them. Today, you are telling us that the Executive Mansion ground is no-go zone for protest? What? Why is you people problem? Why you're quick to forget? You see, every evil you did to this country, that you know were evil, you planned it, you knew it, they were evil, are things that you see as bad today. You were giving all of that to use it. Where in this word? If people have grievances they want to express in the national legislature, you go there. If you have grievances with the executive, you want to have issue, you go to the executive mansion. If I have issue with the judiciary, you go to the judiciary. You go and protest there. Those are grounds that where you can stand and do your protest. If anything related to the judiciary, you go there. That the offices, that where they are. You are going to people's offices to protest. Where is the office of the president? The executive mansion. So what is the big deal about going to the executive mansion ground to say, Mr. President, we are here to send a message to you? George Weah allowed that because the message was intended for George Weah, his entire government. They went there. To the extent that George Weah was not even at the mansion. George Weah was a foreign ministry, but he still had to. In fact, there were times that Weah wanted to even go there. But because of the threats that were issued by people that when Weah go there, some of them were very evil. They had the same way they're killing people today. They wanted to kill Weah at that time. That's why Weah didn't go there. But Weah even wanted to go there. That time when you were on the grounds of the executive mansion, Weah wanted to go there. Because you say I wanted to see Weah. But because of the way you're behaving, threats and demands and things, that the issue, the disrespect that other lady was able to show to George Weah by saying that she's not going to shake George Weah, saying, I don't know who the lady or whatever it is. I can't remember the name. I don't know who the person, but again, I don't know. But what kind of disrespect and sense and thing there? That's what it is. But George Weah was willing to even go and meeting people wherever. There were people who protested and marched to the grounds of the mansion where George Weah's office was. These women who said they were against rape, they went to foreign affairs. They went and met George Weah there. George Weah allowed them wherever he was. And it was his office. He always allowed protesters to go there. So where do you want people to give the message? Then Jeremiah Piara, you there today, my brother. Let me tell you something, my brother. There is time for everything. You don't want to sit in a position where you don't have a voice today. Let at your own ministry there, Jeremiah Pia. You having the LINA, the press bureau, the journalistic press bureau. That group is the group that able to even go into any communities. I remember during the Weah administration and Opa Weeks, they had because he was heading a whole group there. But I meant to, the kind of people that are there too now. So Opa Weeks is somebody who believes in journalism, believes in production, believes in all of those things. So the empowerment of that bureau was very essential for him, right? That the people today, they are protesting. They protested today. While Jeremiah Pia saying he bringing cars, he bringing this, he making the building this, that. The workers, the people who are in the field and working, they are not able to benefit anything. And the only reason maybe you will see Jeremiah Pia then investing in cars and things because they are getting their cuts. They're giving contracts to people to pin buildings, they get their cuts. They go back out, they get their cuts. But when they think they're giving those salaries to those employees, they will not get their cuts. So they are not prioritizing employees' welfare. They are not. But they believe they're getting the buildings, getting cars, and getting those things that where they get their cuts from. Today, people protesting at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, the LINA Group, the Liberia News Agency, an agency that goes into the slum everywhere. In fact, they're supposed to be the feeder arm of information in this country. Plant them everywhere. That's what it's all about. That's what our agency is about. During the course of the interim government and so forth, Adolphus Kanua there, yeah, they were working at the Ministry of Information at that time. I'm still at ELBC as a COP reporter, and we used to go for training there, and with the information ministries here and there. All those people, they used to look. The news agency, that was a group. In fact, they used to even produce their own newspapers and things and SYZ. Because they are journalists, they are in the field, they are into counties. They are protesting the day. They're telling people, say, nobody's supposed to go to the executive mansion and no go soon. So where do you go give your message? If we want to meet the national legislature, where do we go? We get our office and the place we're taking our grievances. If we want to meet the president, where do we go? Carry the Joseph Baga house. Since the executive mansion is no go soon, you're carried to a house. You ransack that whole rehab area there and deal with that old man there. You know, these people you're just playing with. Yo, look, Pierre, let me tell you something. No matter what you do, it's good that people like you putting yourself on the line, and it will be for wrong reason. You don't know where people will grab you, Pierre. The people getting angry in the land, my brother. Some of you coming up today, you are speaking, you exposing yourself. It's bad for you. It's bad for you, Pierre. This country is wicked. If you think you people are wicked, there are Liberians who are also equally wicked like you people. If you think you're terrible, there are Liberians who are equally wicked like you people. And they are on the other side. There are things that they will do that George Weah does not control at that point in time. Sometimes you want to be careful how you put yourself out there. Pierre, you remember that after the 2023 election result was announced, what happened that day? People went to citizens' houses and started targeting them, throwing stones, and saying, look, these are the people that caused our suffering. That was according to the Unity Party folks. They were even putting people outside. Those same people, they are able to retaliate against people like you, Pierre, in the communities. They are able to say, these are the people that are causing our suffering. Pierre, you will not have anywhere to go. You have to be very careful, my pastor brother. There is a tomorrow. There is a tomorrow. There is a tomorrow, my brother. I'm warning you. I have told you, and I have told you, say, I will not be on what they call your thing, and you be doing, but I just fear for your life. For your own well-being, maybe you think that your family and everybody in America, so you don't have time for whatever, my brother. But there may come time you may not even be able to find an opportunity to escape. Just stop what you're doing, Pierre. It's not good. Look, my brother, you should be even telling the president that this is SYZ. We cannot deprive these people of SYZ. These are things that we did right here. We visited the scene ground. We did SYZ here. And this is it. My brother, you can be in this government or whatever it is, Pierre. Forget about it. We know. It may be job business, but just put it in your mind that the job that you have is not your power farm. That the only way you will not be scared to leave it. The reason George Weah relinquished power easily because George Weah knew that the job that he had was a job for the Liberian people. And when it came time that he wanted it, he needed to give it. He never put it in his mind that he would never ever give it. No. George Weah was tried and tested twice. 2020 election, I remembered. When George Weah challenged that Bernard Ure Dillon would not win. When Dillon won that election, George Weah had no alternative. But George Weah would have manipulated the electoral system and said, look, there is a crumbling. How can I, who just won but 14 out of 14 counties of Abraham Darrell Dillon who can't challenge me and win here? George Weah would have fought Abraham Darrell Dillon and say he would never become anybody here. Like you people putting it in place now and say George Weah would never come back. George Weah would have said Abraham Darrell Dillon would never be senator in this country. What did Dillon would have done? George Weah had a popular support. George Weah had a popular support. Dillon wouldn't have done anything. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. Dillon wouldn't have. He wouldn't have even had the leverage to run campaign. He was not going to get it. But George Weah allowed it to play because that's democracy. George Weah gave it away. There were people in the CDC who went to George Weah. I remember Snow and myself having a conversation on that. Snow said the thing that some people want for Weah to do, if you don't say it's very bad. The man won his election, let it allow. There were people who went to Weah and told him, said, no, we can't allow Dillon to become senator here. Dillon can make all them of them be. But that's it. Weah said, no. The job is not for you. The senatorial position is not for you. If you think that's the best way you can do it, come on, and you will be able to make it to work. And that's it. George Weah lied. That's how Dillon is senator here today. So if you people would now say that, say George Weah will not come back because you see who you people are. You see how terrible you people are. Joseph Porter has put it in his head that George Weah will never come back. That the thing that Pierre and all put in their head that George Weah will never come back. That they don't want for Weah to come back. They don't want for people to come back to come take their jobs. See how they are behaving unprofessional. Civil service boss is now running campaign all over. See all of them, all the 10 new position holders and so forth, they have broken the code of conduct, no rule of law, nothing, because they are more concerned and saying that this is our personal property. CDC took it from us in 2017. We are never going to give it back to them. They put it into their heads. Until if it means to take this country to war, they are prepared to do that, but they will not allow George Weah to come back. That's the mentality. When you see people like Jeremy Pierre doing that, they are saying, yeah, because they leverage that CDC gave to order what made us to win election. Who told you that? No. It is not that leverage that made you to win election. You stole the election. But even before CDC made significant inroads and made a significant comeback. If you look at the 2020 election result, right? Look at the 2020 election result and look at the 2023 election result. CDC improved massively. So nothing you did that took away anything from CDC. Look at the margin that you won with. The stolen margin you won with. Let's put it that way. You can tell that there's nothing like that. You can give all the freedom to people. Let democracy play. That executive mansion is for the Liberian people. They put him there. If they have grievances that the place is supposed to go meet him, they're supposed to go to Joseph Boga house. It will be a wrong thing for any employee of the Ministry of Information to leave from the Ministry of Information with their grievances and go to Jeremy Lepia house. No. If they have their issues, they can go to the Ministry of Information and address it there. So whatever you are to say, the Ministry of Information is no protest zone. Anybody want to call you go outside, where do they go? That's where they work. That's where they have their rights. But the Unity Party, false sense of entitlement, it get into your head to the extent that you, Jeremy Lepia, you are telling people nobody will go on executive mansion grant to go do whatever. So what you are doing executive mansion grant on a we are administration that you were just walking through it with protest. In fact, that's what the cause you were just walking through executive mansion with protest. To the extent that insult on the executive leader, it was something that was promoted by you, Jeremy Lepia. You say you get called about a strong man. Only person who now sound in a right man will say you get called about a good man. You, Jeremy Lepia, you said that in there. You're insulted the man who sits on that seat. You're desecrated on that seat. That whole mansion ground, it was like your protest ground. You were just going to class, coming back. That's just who you people were. Why can you people just forget so soon? That you coming out and tell people when they want protest, they want to go to a second mansion ground for what? For what? Wow. Is this the country we have now? Now we are exposing these things. This is where we come up with the teaching aspect. Pierre, anything you want to do, you want to come shut down radio station, you're shutting down your business. I don't have time. I will still talk. I will still be heard. You can do nothing to stop me from talking in this country. I challenge you. God is with me and God will carry me through. Yeah. Look at what you're doing to yourself. So shameful thing you're doing. So if you don't want the people to go to the executive mansion, then they will go to your house, to your houses. Then like that, if they protest, that's what they call you go to each one of those government official houses that the place them will carry your protest on them. Send they deny your executive mansion where they will go meet their power. You're carried to their houses. You visit their houses that the place you will carry your protest in. Let the police people be spraying around and go to their houses to go protect them there. The country, the way you're beginning toxic, you know it's very bad. You think all the things that you're doing passing around is very terrible for you people. Right? Look at the shameful thing you did for to yourself. Let me come tell you now before we can close on it. The MCC something that you were celebrating. I just pull out the whole report and everything. My people, there is nothing strange for which you are celebrating it because you are desperate for approval. And Liberian people will not approve you. You like I said, you bring the American embassy or you bring the American White House, you put it in Liberia, will not stay approve you. 2029, you will go. Take Donald Trump from down there, let him put your office in Liberia. You will still go 2029. Once you don't seek the welfare of the Liberian people accordingly. Don't prioritize it. Prioritize Donald Trump and prioritize American government. Give me what it call, no problem. The idea we are here, this is our country. Our eyes are now open. The internet is flashing the hair. We're getting everything now. We're not going to jab you people. Those days are gone. Our eyes are now open. We know what is our rights and we know what is our wrong. Today, the entire legislature, look at what it did. The Oronto deal, because Joseph Boaka, and I told you they carry Joseph Boaka to that Omo state to go tell you to go speak there so that he will sign. They may finish collecting your money. They may finish collecting everything. They finish giving it already. Yomi Kanga left from here. She went to Echo or something. They met her there. They gave her a share. She came back. All of them finish getting their shares. The Oronto deal is gone today. It's from the lower house. It's gone. It's a done deal. I told you people why Joseph Boaka left from here to go to Nigeria right here. To go speak at a state economic reform program that they play in where they're going to collect and they gain the money there. Joseph Boaka is marketing the country. He's selling the country cheaply. While the citizens are suffering. It's gone today. Oh, you don't know? It's gone. Your law may go and pass it. This is Joseph Boaka for you. They are selling the country cheaply. They are desperate. They're getting everything else will be political point. Oh, who? That foreign aid will score political point. We want to score political point when we are raising our own resources. When our resources are being picked up or dug from the ground and placed into our hands, then there is success. How will be your life support? Foreign aid and life support. How will you be? How can you go to hospital? Then they take oxygen, they put it on you for life support, and you are happy and you think that that's the best thing you are getting. No, we want our own resources to start benefiting us. That's why we have demonstrated during the COVID-19. Liberians were proud that we were building our own thing, the roads and things that we were doing. Those hospitals, 14 military hospitals, now foreign aid. It was our own country money. We were happy when the Port of West Ministry was putting placards up or banner up and said, this is taxpayers' money. We were happy that our money was what was building the roads. We were happy about that. We wanted, that is what independence is all about. That is what self-sustainability is all about. Taking our country money and using it on us. You're talking about foreign aid, that while you're flying around away, while you're stealing the country money, we are suffering here, they are jumping the foreign aid. That thing that Ellen used to do. Where all meal time, all the resources that people used to bring, all Ellen cared about was international support. How they will get all a war and honor. Liberia left. Ellen left Liberia as nothing. George Weah had to practically pick up every liability that Ellen left behind. The AFL, George Weah had to pay the salary. The police, George Weah had to pay the salary because Ellen was living on life support. All male presence here was like life support. Our entire health system was on life support. The moment all male left and no NGOs left, we were left vulnerable. It was Weah that started resuscitating it and said, we need referral hospitals here. We need another hospital. We need to revive this one. We need to do this one. Let ourselves start doing it. We can't be depending on foreign people. Joseph Boaka is a liability in chief. He has carried Liberia back on international liability level. That's why you see the fighting, they said everything they want. You think you really cared about that? George Weah has told us that our own resources, we can live on it. George Weah told us that. George Weah said our own resources, we can send it. We can take it and then send people to school free. Unity Party have not done an inch of anything George Weah did from our resources that went back to us in our communities, to our children. None of them they have done. Everything is the other one coming until they sell in the country, until they come and take our blood data. They are selling it to America. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? George Weah told us because COVID-19 there was no excuse. No other country could come. Everybody was caring about themselves. But George Weah said we are still able to manage ourselves. Civil servant will say that who will pay them. We get the resources here, we can make it. We can do it on our own. That was George Weah for you. You think George Weah was depending on foreign aid? Because George Weah, if George Weah was somebody who could depend on foreign aid, or why it was Joseph Boaka time, COVID-19 time, all of your feeling dying. Because Joseph Boaka grew, was just coming to say we ain't got nothing to do with it because they're stealing. They were just coming to be stealing. They're not able to adjust. George Weah managed to manage this country on a COVID-19 that took away nearly 3 years of the 6 years. It was all Liberia affairs. We had to manage our own. We needed to pay our civil servants. We needed to do this. We needed to pay free tuition. We needed to do everything, sustain everything. George Weah did that for our resources. Your taxes were at work at that time. Today, what are your taxes doing? Your taxes not at work. Joseph Boakai flying from country to country, going this place here and there. They got ready. They say they want the war. Everything rolling back on them, and God is at work. They are stealing. The Oronto deal. Joseph Boakai, they're feeling with it. They're gone with it. Joseph Boakai and his children, they are going to have shares in those companies. And the kind of reckless and useless legislature, they are setting concession agreements that are passing on that 2029, as of 2030, the first batch, they will revisit all of these things, and some of them they tell them to leave this country. Because the conditions under which they were passed, it was not out of normalcy. No, it was not normal. Joseph Boakai, the people just exploiting a weak government or corrupt government. So every corrupt entity making their way, and people are exploiting it. And I want to say it. Look at the MCC something that they celebrating. There is something that December 2024 was when the people said, Liberia, you are now eligible because of SYZ successively you are passed. So you are now eligible. They allowed that to pass, right? So they told us, the people needed to come to this country now so that they would do evaluation and so forth, so that we see the project or so forth here and there, blah, blah, blah. But Trump administration came and halted everything. So Liberia was on pause. We were fighting for them to lift that pause. They paused that one was lifted yesterday. The people are telling you that Liberia finished winning compact already. And you see how useless the Unity Party people are. It's just like somebody already told you that, oh, Eddie, Mary, you are qualified to go to school. We'll be able to pay your school fee. But later on, somebody came here and said, no, we're not paying your school fee again. Right? They paused the whole school fees on it. Then later on, at the end of the year, a person comes by and says, look, you are still qualified for the school fee. So that celebration that you did, that the same celebration, nothing has changed. But to qualify for the school fee, you now need to go and read the other English test. You need to do the one. You need to do the one here. Then will determine what kind of grade of school fee will give you scholarship. Either you will be on financial aid or you'll be on scholarship. If you pass all the subjects, then you'll be 100%. But if you not pass all these subjects, then we'll be able to bring it down. That's just what they put like bro. I read everything today. Each country eligibility is there. The report is up and it's right here. Yeah, it's right here. You know, some of the things you're going to be doing, again, you look at your laugh. I say the Liberian people there, they just for all kind of things. Let me share the screen with you people. There is a report on the whole thing that happened on December 11. Right? So, did they say, right? They said, wait in December of 14. So 2025, let me can share with you this, which is very much essential, and so that you get it. So they were able to come up and they updated everything about it. Yeah. So these are the basic criteria. You know, they say Liberia, a prior compact partner, Liberia passes the scorecard for the third consecutive year in 2025. So that was it, right? They push it back and so forth here and there. So you could see that clearly. So they said Liberia was qualified and Liberia was invited. Liberia was what? Invited for the what? Second compact. So they had to go through X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. This is what it is. Liberia is invited. That same program where you saw at the time they announced, then they said people were coming in the country so that they will come and be reviewing everything and see where we fit in. We one of the programs and whatever we'll go through. They got to finish with all that one before we sign the compact. We have not signed anything yet. Did you see Gafwan going anywhere to go sign anything? When Joseph Boakai was vice president, Honor Ellen Johnson said it was Joseph Boakai that went to Washington, D.C. and witnessed and signed the compact for Liberia. Did they sign anything? No. We are still at the same stage where we were. These people are liars. They are desperate for success. And that's bad for them. They can't fool anybody. They're passing around. Oh, without you. That we are success. You are on. No problem. You go through your programs and everything now. We don't have issue with you people. You go on. And we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. The other bad news for them again is that Latin that they signed, what they say, visa validity, they signed it with the United States government because they want for the deportee to come here. Oh, my people, these people, the federal judge in America had canceled that whole thing here. They said, no way, they may not come into the country here. The man he put there say they're not coming to any corrupt and criminal government like Liberia and Honor Joseph Boakai. They're not coming. So they cancel that whole thing, yeah, it's off. Let me can show you that one. You know, this is what it is. No, you go on MCC website. Somebody think I can be saying here. I don't say it because of whatever. No. You got to go through eligibility criteria, right? So that you can now get a what? You see any money attached to it? No. When you sign it, at the time they will tell you the amount. Anytime you see them signing it, did they sign anything yesterday? No. So why are you celebrating as though you already signed anything? You don't sign anything. The only signature thing I will saw is for you to say our blood to the United States people, and so that they will come for you and take the data of our blood. Now why you sign? Now what we saw signature. There was nothing like that compact signature that we saw. No. The same legibility you got on the back of Liberia's let me say George Weah success. Now the same thing, they post say, okay, we left it now. You're still invited so that you will continue on the program and see whether you can get what it is. Then we'll determine what it is. Then money can now be attached. So it's depending, it's contingent upon what you will be able to do. So the same group now will have to come again. Right? But this is it. That is a new again. That other one again. So the whole they have been bold in the Ateneo. That man who they said they wanted to bring to this country, the federal judge, the Abrigo Garcia man. The Kemar Abrigo Garcia man. The federal judge said no. They must release the man from immigration detention. They must leave the man. The man will go free. And this is what it is. This is what it is. They say a federal judge ordered Kemar Abrigo Garcia to be released from immigration detention on Thursday, which is today. It is the latest twist in a legal battle between President Donald J. Trump administration and Abrigo Garcia that has gained national attention. The Salvadorian national and Besserville resident has been battling for his freedom since he was erroneously deported to El Salvador in March. Months after his deportation, Abrigo Garcia was brought back to the United States to face felony charges in Tennessee. A judge released him from detention there, but the immigration officers took him into custody shortly after he returned to Baltimore. He was held at the Farmville Detention Center in Virginia and later moved to detention center in Phillipsburg, Pennsylvania. You see here? Very good. His lawyers have been fighting for his release as the government have threatened to deport him to numerous African countries, including Eswatini, Uganda, Ghana, and Liberia. U.S. District Judge Hezini last heard arguments from the federal government and Abrigo Garcia's lawyer over whether or not to allow his release on November 20. At the time, ever since they're supposed to release that time, right? In a 31-page memorandum opinion filed Thursday, Zeni said that Abrigo Garcia was detained without legal authority because the government didn't issue an official order of removal. An order of removal is a legal document that triggers the deportation process. You see here? The one they came here, they finish a green sign with Liberia and also that they will bring a man and can't jump in this place here. The lawyer then say the man not coming anywhere. So finally now they ask that they must release the man. So they're releasing the man. So your visa validity thing that you say you want to call you celebrate here, it also gonna pause now. So where you will go now? You wanted to say human being for visa validity, right? It's not working now. So that reciprocal something that we're under to in that whole being. So you see how God does not sleep. Joseph Boakai is selling his country cheaply at all costs. Any cost, not even all, but any cost. You see what happening to you now? Then not stop there. The thing I was talking just yesterday evening were about the Kenya people. Yeah? Their owner George got ready in Kenya. He got ready. He ordered that indeed that whole technique that they on there so in Kenya, they say, oh yeah, they want to do XYZ, blah, blah, blah. He canceled that whole thing too. So everywhere else, they got there something. They government bro or whatever it is, right? Yeah. Ain't seen it? Look, I will tell you all these things all the time, whether you like it or not. So you will learn the hard way, the Unity Party people. You will learn the hard way. The Kenya people, they jump there again. They are on a team, the people got ready. They canceled that whole thing there. They say they just suspended the whole deal between America and Kenya. Because the consumers group, they say they don't want it. They don't want to give their data out to anybody. They don't want to take their blood to give it to anybody. They cancel that one again. for Liberian people here flying around. Let's get to the lines and interact with you callers. Back to Jeremiah Pia and his government. You stop the utterances. You are provoking people to anger. And you are vulnerable in this country. And I can tell you squarely, just stop what you're doing. The executive mansion grant is where you're supposed to go meet your leader that you put there. And what they intend to use. Just stop what you're doing. You're provoking, you're doing bad things. Oh. My brother Pia, be very careful. Eh? Hi. My brother, me, I know the country. Oh. I know this country. Well. I know this country. Hi. Hello, how you doing? Yeah.
Godson, how you doing?
Fine. Please go on. Let's listen to you.
I'm James Sawyer, speaking from Broville. So let me tell you, I mean, if those people call themselves men, then let them attack us on. I mean, let meet on it at December 17th. Because nobody is spoiling here in this country. And no man born of a woman will have to do anything. We will have to spoil it, and we'll face it later on. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Dad, for your contribution. We appreciate that. We are certainly getting there, and with God, all things are possible. The Lone Star line is also active as well. We are certainly getting there. Hello, how are you doing?
Yes, good evening. You're doing Godson well.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear from you, please.
Aziko Malo, calling from Pala Supermarket.
Let's hear from you, Aziko Malo.
Yeah, my brother. That now you need to party people know that the protesters ought to be on the executive ground, and they were cooking there. Kevin Cooper, cooking, doing a lot of things on the national ground at the time where President George, the people they testing up. And I was saying we need to show the people that the country belongs to everyone of us. The people will not be punishing us, but at the same time, punishment. No, my brother. You can't be in jail and in a jail again, go in another jail again. No, it can't be. No. Do you know Jada John the Baptist having some about it and about thinking about food? There are people who not sure about certain people. 2029, where the judge yummy for like this? No, my brother, we need to take step and stay often what the boy. The judge that is scaring and Mama Modu, they're not scaring Mama Modu, they're making it worse for themselves. Jaway, let the 17 reach. Let the judge get all the pastors and those bishops, therefore, council of church at the beginning, then they stand up and fire all. Will be there. Thank you for putting in the plan.
All right, thank you, my brother, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
Thank you. Spencer Mohammed, I call from a book down on one time coming. Thank you very much. Always giving us the opportunity. Always coming to give us the happiness of our country. As I listen to you tonight, I'm feeling very bad. And feeling bad in the sense that everything that was celebrated yesterday, or everything that was celebrated yesterday has now turned bad today. So I got to know that the executive marshal is a no-go zone area. And as the advocate, we can say yes. Who talked about Article B and Article 1? Who said people have the rightness to petition and leaders? Where are the advocates? What are they today? And it was started because it's no guy was said that they have ulterior motive. That's why they lie to our people so that they can get power. It's very heartbreaking and heartbreaking when I see the kind of behavior in our country. Today, the most disgusting thing after he had that press conference at the Southern Lina, the Liberian News Agency, people were protesting, even accusing him of mismanaging almost 700 million or 700,000 because he said the budget is restricted. And 2 years now, they are not getting nothing. Even computer, even in the offices, your liberty cannot afford it. But every time he's on the air, boasting that the government is doing well. That must stop what you're doing to us. Everything that because you're needs to be quiet. My president will stop. Guys, the next question is all the gas for the country. Where are they today? You're going to address itself.
Okay. Thank you, but your line is really cracking. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yes. How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Yes, thank you for the talking point tonight, boss. One unity party I'm doing, we are not really, we, the station, we are observing. We are not really push us to the war. Seriously. And our incoming president, George Weah, is listening to it. If any other riot comes, we might not even talk to us, because enough is enough. These people, they are forgetting that if any other riot, they will not be president, they will not even be minister. So they are on the wall, we are observing. So please, if you are closer to George Weah, if President George Weah listening to us, let him advise the people. Otherwise, you will stop talking, get tired. It's time to come, the people not more than us. Seriously, they're not more than us. But I got will. People not more than us. But they keep them on our right every day. Marshall is a place to carry protest. According to the Constitution, right? They were voted then, they will have anywhere to carry protest. Seriously, but not to their houses. So that's my contribution. But you must tell them.
Okay.
They are pushing.
Thank you, brother, for your contribution. Certainly, they are pushing you to provocation. It's on the increase. Yeah, how are you doing?
This is Jeff Mutala Kumar, Koigo District number 15.
Okay.
Eddie, you know, I can't blame the United Party people who should be bringing our own leaders. Yeah, because sometimes as a leader, you need to take a swift action. That's not all the time you be sitting, you be looking at, you be mute. Not for peace sake, but we need to show ourselves to the people that do something that we can do more than what they can do. Yes, we cannot set and allow people to be embarrassed. Not every blessing because of peace. If we want to kill all the war, then you forget what the president and go and say one stuff. Because what United Party is doing now, they are provoking us to anger every day. Anger that we able to cause insurrection in the democratic country. This is what they're doing. And mind you, where it will start for? It will start for the police. As I'm speaking to you, it will start from the police in the democratic country. Because what the police are trying to what? They are against terrorists or ideas. You will not tell us that you are supposed to be there to guard and protect us, that you don't want to harm you every blessing day. Yeah, we sit and look at every blessing. This is what happened in our country. Then we sit down, then you will tell where to go and get our petition. It's very, very detrimental to us. We have himself, our president himself, need to take some swift action. If you want to be president for 2029, you have to wake up and stay on your feet and do things and challenge those guys there.
Yeah. So thank you. I just wish the sound and respectable religious leaders and civil society actors are listening to these things, and they can start the necessary engagements now. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, thank you, Amy. This is Esmo Carr, and I remain visually impaired by keeping this unprepared President to the fire to deliver. You know, the anger is in the land, and every day the anger is increasing. You know, when I saw that video today, that guy that they put him murder in the house, now one shot, now two. They killed him, gruesomely killed him, and then they kept his body. According to the family, the body is rotting. So they are even calling on the police to make sure that they just bury him. Then later, they will think about having memorial service. These are all things. Yeah, that woman crying. That guy's mother is crying up there. So the question we're asking, were they able to do any investigation in that case? Because if there were any investigation done, what happened with the guys that perpetrated that evil against that family? All of those things that are happening in the country, protest is coming. Information minister threatening the protester. It's not correct. And we are saying that's the place we want to go to present our petition. You have the right as a security to create your barricade where you want to create it and allow the protester to enter the ground and present a petition to the president, because that is why we were even going after the Council of Churches. The last time when the protesters were here, when they refused to receive the petition, we'll get that done. Okay, within that time,
You could have go and negotiate with the president and tell you, oh, Mr. President, look, the guys here have their protest, and now they are here with a petition. They are here, the time I expired, they want to meet with you to be able to present these things before you. But they refused, and the president, he said he refused. So now we are making a comeback. They are hearing and seeing all of the threats from all over to deter people from turning up, but we can say this. Nobody should not be deterred for turning out to protest. The guys now have the opportunity for legibility, MCP scorecard. It can be that opportunity and that right to be taken away based on their performance. They are going to be looking at their performance now. So turn up in your number and honor that protest so that you will let President Bouaka know that he is not proceeding well. So a guy surrounding him, they are lying to him. The only way somebody gets no, yesterday the guys were protesting all over here. They added value to what they were doing in the international community to let the people to know that they were not working here. So now you are here, things actually are not working in this country. What we need to do is to stand up, because when you are standing up, the very international community that you want them to come to your ear, you want them to speak to some of the issues, they will know that you are feeling the pinch and you are the one that pushing your government to do. But if we continue to sit at the back and call, they're not going to send anything up there. They're not stand up and honor this thing, bringing Molu, our office is not Molu office, that's a civil society office, bringing it, that cannot deter or you cannot start it off, because this is their game to silence critical voices in the country. So thank you very much.
Thank you,
and we pray that we'll be able to create the storm to let the government know that enough is just enough.
All right. Thank you so much. And let me get on to this one right here. LP, quickly.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you very much, man. You know, AB, sometimes I say that I feel sorry for our country, especially the people that are guiding our country, especially the president, the court, Joseph. No, AB, leave here then. Anything that people want to do, let it do with AB. Look, if people know that tomorrow will come, AB, today the in power. When you get it right to say we should not go to that executive mansion because we must not go and protest, you stop the thing that you're doing, my brother. Today, people that were in power for more than 27 years, they leave power. How much about you? You stop the thing you're doing. You stop the thing. You will still come back to the country. How you will look at your brothers and sisters you're treating this way? Because of one person, and anybody see that president where will not come back. If you can look at 80-year-old man and you get that man, you reward that man. What do you think that we are supporting president where we can bring him back? You stop the thing. The only thing I can tell you, let us pray God 2029, we all go to the battle and see. If you win again, so be it. You win, so be it. Look at all the things you promise the people. Your cancel one fee today, everything our people eat at your poverty. Look at what you're doing to our people. You're just enriching yourself. Then you want for all to come and pray God for your president. I one person will always pray God to see the president downfall because he are not in the interest of the Liberian people. You get a heartless president, very, very wicked people. Then today we should come and pray for you. Everything you're doing, go in heaven, look at us. Thank you very much. That will tell TWT. Thank you for the opportunity, AB. May God bless you.
My brother. Thank you, LP. L, what are you doing? Let's call L. What are you doing?
Yeah, go after
Yeah.
If I'm farmer, I call it for a capital papa. I will go and I'm going to stay over the good exit with the Osa. Anything to do with the Osa. But the bugger when you did a shape gun when I read that the Osa. The Baka tried to be a trader. So that cannot be used out, we take it off. So can go and again in pay border also, in pay border. It's a matter of doing, we will be also and we be also. So let go for the balance. Now, if you are when I have that one, I will ask you our put there.
Thank you, boss, for your contribution. Earlier today, and our guys, remember every month we're always talking about these things. Support basket, you got to support us, and I thanks ever so much for your prayers as well. Your moral and financial supports are needed. So the King Support Basket is up. Israel Ball, we are seeing, and that of Sam Andrews were able to highlight it. And those of you who are out there, you can help us and to sustain the fight. And you are not helping us for us. You are helping us for you. That's one thing about it. You are helping us for you. Because what we are doing here, while it is true, that we are doing it. We believe that we are doing it to help you too. Because without us being here, I don't know. It's not that we are bragging, but it takes courage for us to be to where we are, and we must be able to keep it up, because this government has aimed at us at all arms and levels. So we should be able to look among ourselves to be able to support and do whatever. That's why the King's Support Basket is up, and Israel was here this morning. Sam Andrew was here this morning. So if you have whatever you have, it could be $3, LD, or whatever it is, that could be your contribution and support to the station for the kind of work that we do here. We got to sustain the fight because we have to keep the station up and running. Salary is not an issue. The guys are bearing patience here. We're talking about keeping the station up and running, and it has to be. And it's not that easy, but we are certainly getting there. So please, we need that support from you. The King Support Basket, for those of you in the diaspora, and the name that you will see there is my name. And I saw the Send Wave and the Orange Money, they are also there. You can see my name there. So the 0555 885 885. And then the orange one is 0777 017 885. Please, let's do this together. You are supporting us for you, not for ourselves, because if we can't do for ourselves, salary is a challenge, which is personal. But what you are doing here is to make sure, sustain the station and keep it up and running. Thank you so much. So we are here and watching. Please do. El, what are you doing?
Yeah, but Eddie.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I'm T. George. Says you calling on the boy.
Okay, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, but Eddie, it can be live to some of us. Well, Pierre, I can remember when Pierre was here in America on one of the talk show from FM. They don't want $20,000 on them to protest in the country. He was better that on Plan FM. He said that the man of protest, dear friend, nobody nothing to in our country. That country, everyone in our country. So now when you come out and say we should not protest on the 17th, they got joking. Like for everyone of us. Like for everyone of us. Anybody feel that you get put in America, you get somebody in Liberia, you die. Even you kill your wife and your children, one way or other, you're ready to Liberia. We're not going to be afraid of nobody. They had our protector there, the people will control us. They must be assured us that the protector will hold. There's a go will carry you, there's a go will go. We're not going to fight. We're going to soon. We'll protect peacefully. Because we know how to come and do it. Anybody feel you enjoy it by yourself. If you feel suffering, you join the 17 for the world protest peacefully and move on another peacefully. Don't be afraid. Nothing going to do it for. We're going to say the matter for every one of us. The better matter for Paga. And then you don't want to get like your D. I get a protest, you don't come back. You don't want to go, you don't want to get a D. The same way you get Paga a D. I will tell the D2 will get a job here. Thank you, brother Ebi.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. Let me get on here, right here. Hello, are you doing this one? Hello? Okay, this person is off. Let me get on here. Yeah, please. So, like I was saying, the numbers are up. You can keep giving your support. You are not supporting us for us. You are supporting us for you, right? So that we'll be able to keep it up. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, hello, Ebi.
Yeah, please go on.
This is Iman. Yeah, okay, this is Emmanuel Nimne, and I'm calling from Minnesota. You see, Pierre joking. He think a Liberia for them. You know, every time I like retro, they can be talking about Jawia is not coming back. Jawia is not coming back. They're joking, and every time they use that remark, it hurt the Liberian people. Based on that remark, it make the Liberian people angry. Who is Pierre to tell the Liberian people that the Liberian people can protest to where they want to go protest? I don't blame Pierre then. The Liberian people, they not reason with the people when they were telling them that they should not get this type of power. You know why they need to serve in government, in key position for 42 years. The entire Liberian government in that country, especially from the guys they call the elite, they are all demons. That woman said the demon for 42 years. How you expect that kind of man to be normal? The problem they got with President Weah is that because President Weah gave that a democracy show up and try to focus on the Liberian people. That's why you see they hate President Weah. But they tell you say and the thing that Liberia for Gregory Cuomo, let me lead a message for him. My money I'm working for in this country, Gregory. I particularly I will take law against you for the thing you're doing to the Liberian people. If I will be the only Liberian standing after 2020, after your government, I will never give you peace because I know you, I know all your family, and I know who you are. Gregory Cuomo, I promise you. I promise you. They say America, you been living in America, we know all the process here. Gregory, I will spend my money to make sure that legally the Lord deal with you for the act you carry on. But if you think you will molest our people, you lie. Thank you, my brother.
Okay.
Thank
you so much. And let me say thanks to you, Moses Bronski Jr., and for your support of $20 United States dollars just after announcing this. And I thank you so much, my brother. And $10 came from Lucky Lucia, and I thank you so much. We appreciate all that you people do for this country. And we are very grateful to the Almighty God for everything that you people do. And so whatever support you are giving, like we said, it's not for us, it's for all of us. But of course, it's geared towards being in touch with you, because there may come time that we may be challenged and you will not be able to hear us. I know it will be a bad thing for us to part ways like that, but we are challenged. And that's why, because this government is wicked. They are fighting everywhere. And that is what it is. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, Teacher Light.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah, my name is Victor P. Tabo, coming to me as Sergeant Play. I'm following your broadcast, Battery 5 to be precise, Daputa.
Yeah, please go on quickly.
Teacher Light, that information minister started to say they don't have sense. Because recently, they went at Chapter Bay, the executive mansion doing job we had time to go cosplay piece and other material they took out that place. And today he telling Liberian people say no one should go and protest there. For all we are not carrying coal back to cook. But somehow we going there in disguise to see those Sierra guys that they brought in town here that will be wearing masks. They're the one we'll be going for. Because we told them any attempt they made to shoot any gun or tear gas, we are not going to take it lightly. We well prepared. We observing them. Already the town already planning here. We want to lower the town. Our skin issue of fire. Let it just try it. We'll be there. We'll be in full. We'll have more than 24 men. I'll be monitoring our whole process. So just looking at them. We will be the police for the protester to observe those freetown Bobo are coming to our country, see they can terrorize our people and kill people and go back. It will not work. I don't know how they may call him. I want to tell you that it don't make sense. Or what he's saying, it doesn't make sense to me. You need to go back and say the thing in the past what he did, when he cosplay people, being and do some other things at that ground. We will go there and stay there and let it fire. Then Joseph Burger for the government now will come in Northly, come to go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution. You know, sometimes what you may think as the biggest thing that would trigger problem in this country may not be just small thing will happen. It will just take over the whole country. What you think may be big, it may not be the protest or whatever it is. What you think will be small, that thing will just spread over. I remembered, I think 2004 or something like that. There was a Christian and Muslim war that just started from Jigotown. Jeff from Jigotown. Hello, how are you doing?
Well, my name is Terake. I'm calling from the return.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, this comment, they just feature that said we not to December 17 work on our protest. The feature that said the Google Kuma feature is still like only you know for one in the country. So no, since we need disarm and not disarm. I mean, I want to do. I don't want to go to the bush. I had it out there. And when any past fire, any proper 17, we should want go on anything, but make sure that that will be the thing of support comment. And will be 40 till 2029, reach before our election. Thank you.
All right, thank you, my brother, for your contribution. We appreciate that, and we are certainly getting there. Hello, how are you doing? Let me get on to this one. So, like I'm saying, when the people are provoked, small thing can start big thing. Or can just kick off big thing. Hello, how you doing? Please go on, hello. Okay, sorry, hello.
Yeah,
please go ahead.
I thought you're not people that women the want to know.
No, big
Okay, thank you very much, my brother, for the topic. The Mina Pia, that ready from the executive marshal, that we're not going anywhere. We say the way the country is pregnant. We're going to executive marshal to get our petition. That where Costa and more Ali and you are there, they are in 40%. We are attacking never. I was to radical market selling. When they were 40%, we are man, your women that were working on the quota. Ready for executive marshal. We're not saying anything. We're going with our petition to petition the government that enough is enough, either in leave or in this. We are
talking
so. Eh?
Is he talking?
No, I'm not fake.
Man, fake.
Yeah.
So you and all going that way. What with a copper are you going that way?
I'm not going with copper. I'm trying to tell you, I say you all that day when you're question where your women were working. But we're not going to talk. We will go there and be in front of executive marshal to give our petition to Bwaka. We are tired. We are suffering. Enough is enough. So when the military are taking a conference for you in the West and you have work up suppressor, enough is enough. That day, and the military will be for your go. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mommy, for your contribution. And of course, thank you so much, Lucine Vanny. Yes, I can confirm that you just remitted and you just remitted 25 and dollars. And I thank you so much, Lucine. Yes, I saw it already. Thank you so much. We appreciate. Let me get on to this WhatsApp line as well. We are certainly getting there. I will just give you about 10 more minutes, but of course, keep sending in your support through. Even I should have left. Tomorrow we'll be back here with sending up message. How are you doing? Hello?
Yeah, thank you, baby. Good afternoon.
Yeah, go on. Let's listen to you, please. Your name.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the show, baby. Just listening. Yeah, you know, bro, like brain people will not be afraid. You see, Joseph Bwaka had people, they came to loot, they came to steal. You know, the people when they were in government 12 years, like you say, bring millions of dollars in Liberia. They looted from the Liberian poor. After the 12 years, they had nothing to show. So they stay carrying on the same scare tactics. But the message, the Liberian poor had to wake up. As you see that woman crying for her son that was killed in Corway, and the young men that were killed in real life, and so many Liberians getting killed in Liberia, no answer, no questions. Every Liberian in the 15 counties stand up and stand up for our country. Because Joseph Bwaka, he said he came and we're not making president, it's going to be the end of Liberia. But it's like Liberia is ending. And we should not be afraid because of that. We see the West now. There's nothing about Liberia now we should be afraid. They want to bring war, let it bring war. Those that are supposed to live will live. Those that are supposed to survive will survive. But we'll not be afraid. Because where our country is going there is something that we should not be afraid. Any Liberian will not be afraid. Because Joseph Bwaka has failed himself and he want to fill that country. So let us not allow it to happen, especially for the young people. Let's stand together and be able to ask the people if they can lead, let it move. Thank you, baby.
Thank you, boss, for your contribution. Let me get on to this one. Elo, how are you doing? Okay, so there, and that is it. Elo, how are you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah.
I think thank you very much for your analysis. My name is Wayawan, speaking from Do Community.
All right, Wayawan, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I think they're talking now. We are talking, we'll continue to talk. But we'll tell God, thank you, they're talking that will be coming back to Liberia. While people left from here in Do talking and they left and they went elsewhere. It's like that they're seeing people that are coming back again without talking. So we'll be talking, and that talking can come with real sound. We are waiting for that sound.
You see what nobody can make us afraid.
Say Liberia, we can't run away from Liberia yet. We just want for you to derive from Bwaka's administration. That will show them something. We are waiting for them. Thank you very much.
I can trust that. These are the people then I was just talking about. Ain't you hearing it? Oh, those of you who are religious leaders and that are civil society actors. These utterances, these provocations are time for you to make interventions. I'm just saying it. Because when you provoke people, they will always come up, especially. What's your problem? Hello, how are you doing?
Good evening, Evie.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, my name is Prince Aiba Mamadi Tugle. I do join you from Harbour City, Lower Market County.
Okay, go on, my brother.
If you don't say thank you for the covenant discussion tonight, you know you have said it all. Well, one thing I want to tell my citizen is they don't remain focused. That equally should not be to step by those kind of UP to see how they're to be now the whole year for power. Thank you for allowing me to show tonight.
All right, you're most welcome. And like I was saying, when you provoke people, small thing can move them, and it can expand, it can explode, and you will see it all over the place. I still remember 2004, just a fight between a pastor, I don't want church or whatever. At that time, we were in Kakata for the youth program somewhere in June. I think, yeah, youth program. I was working at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. We are going for the youth program in Kakata, Booker Washington Institute, where we were lodging. One for the youth program, just a small fight. And that time with Kings FM, I'm a pipe. I was on the radio at that time, and small fight in Jacotown. Small fight though in Jacotown, just between one pastor and somebody. That thing, it took over people. Could you imagine? I could see that Kindotown. My own Muslim friend that I knew as Muslims got at New York Junction. That whole place, the men blocked the whole place. It was a terrible thing to see. I just gorgeous, what they call it, calm it down in no time. Small thing, just between pastor and one Muslim at the church there. That thing expanded to Kakata. Because we were on the radio, it was reported that indeed the church was burned down. These Zogo then pick up, then they say they're going to burn the malls that were in Kakata. You see them going there, they say, oh, you go touch our church, we're going. That's how you see people can take things in their own hand. They may not be part of the problem or whatever it is. They're not affecting them, but they don't want to know. I said Zogos, I saw them in Kakata that time. They pick up fire. Whatever Miami Jatin, and they say they're going, they say, oh, people don't go burn down our church. People who can't even go to church that they didn't want God in their hand. They say, people go burn down our church. You see why you can, because you stop these things are terrible for our country. You stop what you're doing. For some of us, we are now giving you all it takes so that you can govern well and govern this country peacefully. Ellie may be who she is, but she fears violence. That's why she told we are and said we can be peace ambassador. Joseph Boakai, stop what you're doing. You can't control what you are starting. Hi, hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, baby.
What's up?
How you doing, Bob?
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the show, Master. I want to call Jeremiah Pia. Or William Pia. Because I also calling all kind of name. I'm calling William Pia. And that Pia, when you're broadcaster in the country, what happened? When you're dating in the country, when you're broadcaster, when you brought him from America, say bring protest. Muna fire them playing protest for 3 months for Georgia. And you're broadcaster. What happened at Capital Benin? It's on the martial ground. Dr. Copa and them. But also, all we are responsible people, we don't rule here to carry Copa and go let it if you're Capital Benin or if you're on the martial. But we are telling you, if you think you get, you can go stay for all that day. And let's see for yourself with the Minapia, go there, go tell us, we want to and go protest. If I was president, tell you, what you're doing, or you tell what you're doing, not like it. The country into mess, we are suffering, we are going to the peace. But because you see the country, you're not here, you're putting in America, enjoying. When you get the money sent to your people in America, and who get time for you? The government, the way the proceeding is wrong, every day for dying. Yeah, you some of you sorry you win, and Madam Manila challenge, so they come backfire today. You say you win, so you see, yeah, visa today backfire. They telling us who wants to go to the master ground, or after will go there. But the minute here, when you call yourself men, you come into the master ground. We're not going to rabble. We're going to school. If you think you're men, start saying for all. Now you don't want to see, so can't say for the accident. When you not tell 15 marks on your face, you must see on the door. So just scratch your face. 15 marks. I tell you, we go to a rabble, but you know what the woman that handle you. I can do your face, you know it.
Okay.
But you know, before I said, man, let you can't say for all. Tell me, we protest here. The thing I did because I was doing here. You're buying people who are in the country, and you're still burning it. That's why you're making up for you. Because you're buying off it, will not protect your life. Your Liberian, my woman, you come out. December 17th, come out. If you're not enjoying the country, stay home. But we are feeling the people will come out that day. And we there, and I'm going to say, I know, walk out, whosoever, then I can't say it for us. But you are not walking with me, I'm getting that there. Looking for him to come. And then you see it again, you want
Thank you, man, Shishi. So, folks, let us take leave of you right here tonight. The revolution song continues to be played. December 17 is around the corner. Pia, you never had to say what you said. That's bad. That's provocation. This country is for us. The people can stand in front of their leaders and make their case right in front of them. The executive mansion ground is where you go as citizens to gather to express your grievances if you are not satisfied with how the president is governing. The grounds of the Capitol building is where you go and assemble to petition your lawmaker. When it comes to judicial action, the official office of the judiciary is the temple of justice. The citizens can gather there to express their grievances. That's what it's all about. You can't restrict them. You can't stop them. If not there, then where? That's all the time we've got, and we'll right here on this very day always. And thanks all of you. Those of you who continue to support, please keep doing. We'll continue to recognize you, your name, or whatever it is. Whatever you have will be of great interest and of course great impact to us. Help us to help you. That's why we are here for. That's what the King Support Basket is all about. 0555-885-885 is the same wave number. Then 0777-017-885 is the orange number, so that you have every reason to give your support to us to support you. Thanks so much to all of you for the time. Until we are back here, God willing, you are for pleasant night. But remember, the revolution song is all it is, and the messaging as well. Bye-bye.
Yes, men, they kill us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run. Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during